Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Indie World Showcase just happened this morning. Nintendo presented 20 minutes of indie games, and the reception to it is very mixed, mostly negative. A lot of people are really upset at this showcase for a reason. I've heard everything from this just seems like clones of other games that have been around for quite some time, and that's fair. The eShop has thousands upon thousands of games that, let's be honest, at this point, indie games feel like other indie games because the gameplay mechanics are just being repetitive. There's only so many neo retro twin stick shooters that we can play with pixel sprite graphics. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to indie world directs, I tend to go in with no expectation. Like, I go with zero because it only sets you up to get disappointed. And if there's anybody out there that sets themselves up to be disappointed, it's Nintendo fans. No matter what it is, a Nintendo Direct, an Indie World Direct, some kind of announcement about anything, Nintendo fans always have some kind of huge high hopes. Like, everything has to be E3. And guess what? It doesn't. Especially in Indie World Direct. There's no reason to see people commenting in comment threads about Metroid and Bayonetta and Smash Brothers and Zelda. Because you can't expect that in an Indie World Direct. Sure, you have exceptions like, the Cadence of Hyrule game that came out not too long ago. That was an indie game. But in all actuality, you should go into these with the thought that more often than not, Indie World Directs are indie games finally being ported over to the Switch after they're a couple of years old. The first one is Ooblets. This is an Animal Crossing casual game. There's crafting, there's neighbor, I guess, relationship bonding, epic dance battles, stuff like this. This came out on Xbox and PC July 2020 in early access. It's 2 years later now. That's a point given. The reason why you don't see as much hype behind a game like Ooblets is because it's already been there and done that when it comes to it. It's already an old game. And now Switch owners are just getting the chance to be able to buy it. And that's one downside to the Switch, and it's always been that way, is that we get games way later than after the fact. Like Doom, the first Doom 2016, that came out like fucking a year or two after the original one came out. Doom Eternal came late. Honestly, I'm surprised GTA Definitive Edition trilogy came out like the time that it did, because it always seems that Switch owners are playing catch up, and that's really frustrating. But anyways, to take a quick look at the screenshot, Ooblets, I like it. I like the way that it looks. I like these casual Animal Crossing types of games. But again, people are expecting more around here. This is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. To me, Ooblets looks like it might be something that might be worth a one-time playthrough. It was one of the better games out of this presentation that was filled with a lot of repetitiveness. Again, like I said, a lot of indie games are just building up off of other ideas that other indies did and are doing them maybe slightly different, sometimes the same. So there's not enough variety. Indie games are basically just shoved out every week. So if you go in the eShop, you'll find countless upon countless discounted indie games, and then they're buried in with each other, and it's just very annoying to try to find something that can captivate you or hold your attention. For me personally, something like Ooblets might be able to do that. Now, the next game I want to talk about, and I do have this article open from IGN, is this game called Batora Lost Haven. We're going to pull up in the video that is on this actual thing. This is an interplanetary action RPG. It says it aims to mix the best parts of a hack and slash with a twin stick shooter. That has me written all over it. It's coming out fall 2022. I think the characters and stuff in this cinematic trailer kind of have like a Fortnite feel, if you could see that. This seems to be one of the more ambitious games from this Indie World Showcase. It's an action RPG, so that means hopefully there'll be a good amount of value and replay value and exploration elements and, stuff like that when it comes to this game. It's not just like a generic twin stick or shoot 'em up or beat 'em up or puzzle platformer type of game. This looks like it's actually potentially a fucking hidden gem that was shown on this showcase. So this one is on the radar. If there's ever one that's on the radar from this indie showcase, it's this one for me personally. Now, continuing on, we had a few other games. There was a Leckhead. Soundfall seemed pretty cool as well. That one was like a rhythm-based musical dungeon crawler looter shooter. I do feel that that's the other one after Lost Haven that I probably will be sinking the teeth into, more than likely. So just to touch on with this right here. It says it's a rhythm-based looter shooter dungeon crawler. There's 140 songs and up to 4-player local and online multiplayer to keep things fresh. And it actually dropped today. So Soundfall was a shadow drop. Definitely seems like something I will be interested in. I've already actually gotten codes from some of the developers as soon as this Switch showcase just ended. I've gotten some of these. Soundfall is not one though, but Soundfall is definitely one that's on my my radar. Then there was a few other things. Wild Frost, which is a deck building game. I'm not really into deck builders. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. That's been around on everything. That came out since 2019. If you guys haven't played it by now, honestly, I don't know. Let me turn down the volume of that freaking commercial. That's the only bad thing about IGN is that there's tons of commercials on this freaking website. So take a look at Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. You can see right here. It seems promising enough. I guess they just did like a generic gameplay video. I don't know. It's not my type of thing. But I've heard great things about it. Again, it's already been out for several years. It's nothing to write home about. Nobody's going to be excited about this. Most of the fan base that's already playing this game has been playing it since 2019 on other consoles, and you know what I mean? So, I don't know about that. Now, Gunbrella is a noir punk side-scroller. Devolver Digital and Doinksoft is making this, so for the most part, Devolver Digital seems to make these quirky little, like, indie games that have, like, the pixel sprites, and I think they're charming for the most part. So you can see this is Gunbrella. You know, I've played a lot of similar games like this in the past. I can't even think of some of the names, but this is something that has already been made several times by several different developers. Even Devolver Digital has helped make games that are similar to this. It's a pixel sprite platformer with gun shooting. You know, it's nothing that we haven't seen before, but it looks cool. It's coming 2023. I don't know if that's a Switch exclusive. I'll have to check that out. That might actually be a Switch exclusive. So if that is, so it's a, yeah, I think that is a Switch exclusive. I don't know. Now there is We Are OFK. It's about a band in LA. I don't know about that. There was Silt. That came out in 2021, a while back, or it was revealed at the Summer of Gaming last year. It's a ocean abyss mind-bending puzzler where you explore an underwater world. Mini Motorways is like it was on Apple Arcade in 2019, which is another game that's old. Wayward Strand. I don't know about that. It was like about, you play as like a teenage journalist and blah, blah, blah. Possessed Lamb, Cult of the Lamb. That one looked kind of cute. It's an action adventure game. Randomly generated, procedural generated worlds. Now, this one right here, Another Crab's Treasure, is actually a game that caught my attention, and we'll go ahead and play this right here. Again, this Indie World Direct was met with a lot of negative feedback. I guess maybe I'm not so angry because I know going in it's indie games. But I don't know. Call me easily impressed. This one actually was another one. So this game is called Crab Souls. So it's basically Dark Souls as playing a crab. How can you not be sold on this? That's what I want to know. like how the hell can you not be sold on this game? And then Lost Haven was it the other one, and then the Soundfall. Like these three games are most plays in my opinion. These aren't generic terrible indie games. These actually were like fully fleshed out. Gunbrella also looked a little bit good. I don't know. I think it's easy to complain when you're expecting Zelda and Metroid for some reason on an Indie World Direct. I don't know, guys. It's the main issue that I see when it comes to these Indie World Directs is that a lot of these games have been out for quite some time. Again, like that one game, Ooblet. Totally accurate battle simulator and stuff like that. But also because there is a lot of indie games that come out, and a lot of it has been there, done that when it comes to the gameplay mechanics and stuff. But the crab game for sure, which let me verify what that is called, because I keep hearing crab-like. Another Crab's Treasure. That looks fucking amazing. That's coming out in 2023, so we have some time for that. Soundfall, which released today, looks awesome. Gunbrella and Ooblets. So this article basically showcased, I guess, the main ones. I guess there was other stuff revealed as well, but they didn't get like video features and things like that. But I mean, going in, guys, like I told my chat last night, I'm not even gonna wake up early to watch this game. This game showcase. I'm just gonna wait till it's done and catch up. So there was 3 games for sure that caught my eye, and they're the ones that are actually a little bit more well developed. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. I'll see you on the next one.